Ow. Alright guys, today's video. Gonna pick up where we left off last time with swapping or removing this radio to, we're going to continue on from this point because you're going to have to remove the radio to do the rest of this, but we're going to show you how to remove the console. At least starting with the lid, and then if I don't run out of time, the rest of the way for the console. It's not that much different. Now I'm doing this on a stick car, okay, it makes it a little bit easier because you can move the jiggle stick around however you want. If you have an automatic, you're going to need to make sure that you have your keys handy, and in ignition the key turn to on, or just so unlock so you can slide back and forth throughout the gears to be able to move back and forth, because you got to get the center section up and out over the shifter. So for your automatic, you'll have whatever your shift knob may be. In the front side there is a little kind of like long U-clip that goes in. You got to pop that out, and then the knob itself shifts up or lifts up, and you can just press down on the shifter itself to move it back and forth and adjust it as need be to get everything out. First and foremost, I'm going to start by removing my shift knob. Alright, now honestly you could do this without even removing this section here in a stick, because the boot just slides off. I'm going to remove it anyways though, just to show you. If you have power locks and the power unlock for the hatch with this one's broken, you'll disconnect it here. If not, you just lift it up. Lucky you for having crank windows. So to get the lid off, you remove this here, whatever your shift knob may be. You have 7mm bolt here and here behind the plate for the the radio, excuse me. 7mm bolt here and here, and then down in here in the console, and mine's covered up by this little felt, there are 10mm bolts, okay, right there and right over here that need to be pulled out. I am going to loosen all that up. I'm going to try and position this camera somewhere so you can kind of see it, but it's difficult in here. And also too, you need a screwdriver to break free this screw right here, Phillips head. Let's see if I can get it lined up. Right there. Break that free and take that out so you can slide off your emergency brake handle. Now with that being said, if you are doing this on like a not flat surface, you're going to be moving in and out of gear a lot and adjusting the e-brake on and off. So you may want to chalk up a wheel to make sure you just don't go rolling somewhere while you're trying to do this. So let me break this free. Break it free. Oh, there we go. That's broke it free. Make sure keeping track of where everything is, where everything goes. I have a bad problem of forgetting what goes where, so I'll probably screw these up. All right, set those out of the way. Wherever they go, those are done. Let me get these. Doing this with a power tool will be much easier than the way I'm doing it now while I'm trying to hold my camera as I go. I am not going to be able to continue doing it this way though. That is for sure. These are the same, pretty much, it looks like, as the... Okay. Well, to say if these are the correct ones or not, I don't know. The more coarse thread, which doesn't make so much sense, goes into the up by the heater controls. The finer threads, which makes sense for metal, even though that's going to metal up there, go back here. And here I need to get these out. I'm going to reposition my phone and try and get it set up, and I'll be right back. Make sure when you're putting this all back together, you don't over tighten anything, because you will crack this so quickly. Get up out of the way. It's a whole lot of unnecessary insulation here. I think there may have been a mouse making a home in here at some point in time, maybe? That's interesting. Get rid of this. Okay. All that stuff's out of the way. You lift up on this. Take your time. It will break. You have to make sure the console lid is open because the arm goes back into the console base. Now here you'll just unclip these buttons if you have them. You may need a screwdriver. There we go. Lift. Up. Okay, and that's out. It's a bit of a squeeze. Your biggest fight is the e-brake here. Now, if you want to remove the console the rest of the way, and all right, these guys are back. Let's start cutting up some trees. I gotta close some shit. I'm sure you guys can hear the all that shit getting ground up right now, which, you know, they what I could. Okay, so now if you want to continue on to get the rest of this console out, haven't done it in a while, but test it real quick. Pretty sure it is. I don't think there's anything at the front side. Trying to make sure. Or is there? Okay. You have up here on the front top, I hope you can see me, up here on the front on either side top of the console, there's a bolt on either side that goes up into the bottom of the dash. That is probably the standard 7mm. You have 1, 2, 3 around the heater controls, and then you have right here behind wherever your shifter is, there's 2 10mm, and back here underneath where the console is going across, there's 2 more 10mm. Okay, so all those would have to be removed. This one ended up being a screw on this side. I should say the sizes I'm telling you are as if your car hasn't been touched ever. So you're warned. So you can remove the heater controls from the bracket, leave the bracket in the console, or you can just disconnect the console or the bracket from the console itself, leave the heater controls in there. Those just kind of flop around as you pull it out. And that should be everything you need right there to lift up the console. So you do that and you just kind of pull it this way as you lift out the back. Ashtray fell out, not like I use it. And you pull it back and slide it out, lift it up, and that's it. That's how you remove the console. So you have to do this if you want to change the carpet out. Obviously, if you want to just get rid of the console, if you're for some reason into that. I know the Detroit Speed car, they don't have a console in theirs, and you just have, you know, shifter down here in a boot or whatever you would want to do. But that is how you remove the console out of a 3rd gen F body. Stop staring at my legs, pervs. Obviously, to put it back in, it is the exact opposite of what we do, of what we just did. And I'm going to start reassembling it now because I don't need to pull this out. I'm just taking apart my car to make videos. Because, like I the life of a YouTube car channel, I guess. Okay. Out of the way. Set that back. Make sure you move all the stuff out of the way that inevitably got stuck just from when you're trying to move some shit, because of course it would. God damn it, bitch. Holy fucking balls, is hot. Alright, there we go. Place. Alright, and that is it. When you put it all back together, before you finish everything up, if you got these controls here, make sure you plug them up, make sure they still work, so you're not just taking stuff apart again to take it apart. And that'll do it. Alright guys, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I'll see you next time.